Hey everybody, it's time for my late date. It's time for my late out of date short narration rant and review intro on the 2016 box office and critical failure and disaster Max Steel. A movie that was so bad, not only did it flop at the box office, but a movie that was so bad it got a 0% on the Rotten Tomato meter. So really no one enjoyed the movie. Really no one enjoyed the movie. This will be a review because to tell you the truth, despite how bad and the negative propaganda surrounding this 2016 controversial 2016 box office disaster, I actually like the movie. I'm a huge Max Steel fan, and I like armor. I like armor-based superheroes. It's one of my favorite superpowers, mechanical or magical, or sometimes both. Armor, and it's one of my favorite pieces of clothing. I miss the days when we wore underwear, underwear, singlets, boxer shorts, gym trunks, armor, chest protectors, knee pads, and many more. Miss when wearing all that was the norm. The old days when wearing that was the norm. So that's why I enjoy. That's one of the reasons I enjoy the movie. That, and I'm a huge Max Steel fan. Which brings to the next problem. Which brings to my first problem with this film: lack of promotion. I didn't even know there was a Max Steel movie in 2016. I didn't know there was a Max Steel movie until 1 year later, 2017, when I saw it in Double Toasted's worst movies of 2016. And that was already the first strike, and that was already the first strike against it. And because of lack of hype or promotion, if you're doing a Max Steel film, it should be that cartoon was big in the early to mid 2010s. If you in the mid 2010s in 2013, it should have been a Max Steel should have been huge. This should have been heavily hyped, hype. If you're doing a Max Steel movie, that's the first strike. And because you didn't do this, it led to my second issue. It flopped. So when I finally got around to seeing the movie, you know how it is. I wanted to review the cartoons first and then set up the movie. Then set up the movie. But I'm always too lazy to do this. Let me just see the movie now. And then include this with my cartoon reviews. But anyway, going back to what's the name? I finally got around to seeing the movie. Oh yeah, fine. So yeah, when I found around to see the movie. So yeah, if I enjoyed it, well, guess what? There will be no more because the movie flopped. All because of poor hype and production. The next problem I had was the movie was lifeless. No one except the villain cared about the movie. No one except the villain cared about the movie. And the lead who plays Max Steel was a good look for Max Steel. But he was boring. Wooden. And just didn't look like he cared about the project. Should have got someone else. And the cartoon was fun, which is the fourth problem. The tone. Cartoon was fun and light. This is dark, brooding, and kinda emo. So yeah, those were the issues. The best scenes were, of course, where I came for the Max Steel stuff, which is why I still like the film, despite how terrible this film was. Yeah, this film I struggled to get through. Whereas Deadpool and Wolverine and TMNT and Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I didn't mention this in those reviews. I was only supposed to watch a little bit of those movies, and then go take a break and go do something else. Like eat. However, I ended up watching more of those. I ended up watching more than 20 to 40 plus minutes of 20 to 40 plus minutes of those movies. And accidentally, for one of them, I think it was Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I accidentally didn't get a chance to eat. I didn't get a chance to eat. What was supposed to be dinner ended up being my breakfast. That's how awesome the movie was. That's how awesome the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie was. Here, I struggled to get through it because the talking scenes and stuff was weak. It took 60 minutes it took 30 minutes to even talk about, oh yeah, to even start training for the max, for the training with the training with the Max Steel armor and power. Then it took 60 minutes for Max Steel to appear itself, which brings to my last one. Apart from Max Steel and the robot himself, it has nothing to do with either of the two cartoons, the 2000s versions and the 2013 version, which the 2013 version is mostly what this is based upon. So yeah, my short narration webcam and part two on camera, off camera, real life superhero review. Both will be off camera. This movie was terrible. It is not worth me being on camera with the props and stuff. This will be off camera with only my intro and outro visible. Musical intro and outro visible. They will be in the description box below. Yeah, unless you're a huge Max Steel fan, and even then you'll still probably be disappointed, I recommend against seeing this movie. I liked it, but I told you why I liked it. I don't think you or anyone else out there would enjoy it. So, yeah, this movie was bad and one of the worst superhero movies ever. I still like it, but I can't defend this. I can't defend this. This was horrendous. So, yeah, the links to watch my larger, minimal, and full spoiler reviews where I talk more about the storyline and characters, yeah, that's in the description box below. So with that being said, I'm finished. So yeah. The Good Burger movies and many more are next.